Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carried out for Kareem Hunt. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. All right, second down, right back to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. And he's going to have to eat this one. Down he goes.
That's how you eat that shit up.
Second and long. You got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Dalton now to pass. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack on 1st down, Dalton. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial out? And it is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And a fair catch signal forward and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Seems.
Going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. So Dalton now. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they're connected for another nice game for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. The Bengals are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Dalton sets up play action. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action now. Dalton. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's taken in.
That's fucking bullshit, man. I hard flatted him, bro. Why did he take so fucking long to get there?
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Herbert on first down now. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV. The Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6, already up a pair of touchdowns? They've got everything going their way early on.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run again with Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the 50, here's Herbert. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hunt will try going up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 44. From the 24, Dalton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Rashawn Gary is a player who's gotten better and better in each of his 3 NFL seasons, and last year, his biggest jump yet with 9.5 sacks and a couple of forced fumbles.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. And Dalton to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Here's Jackson to return. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. On second down, right back to Hunt. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down in the 38. A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on second down. Herbert being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Herbert. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Herbert throwing again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Allen Lazard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really... Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Dalton, 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll send Brown in motion right. On 2nd and 15 now. Dalton. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action here with Dalton. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. 20. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
93,
Dalton off play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, Jackson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 24 yards the game there. Another first down as well.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a receiver in motion left. Hunt trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton now to pass. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. The first down throw coming for Dalton. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Rashawn Gary make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action now. Dalton. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. Dalton. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
44. There you go.
On 2nd and goal, Dalton. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DK Metcalf. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to at least get 1 score back. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins take over 1st down here at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
On first down, it's Herbert. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end to make sure the ball gets to the first down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. The 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just didn't really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Herbert on first down now. And he'll go right back to Andrews. From just shy of midfield. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Herbert back to the air. Able to find Lazard. Room here to run. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Dolphins. Alan Lazard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, right back to Hunt. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Herbert now. That's complete right side to Lazard. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Here's Austin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Dalton. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Dalton sets up play action. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And it'll be Dalton again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jahan Dotson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Herbert's throw there caught by Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On second down, right back to Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On third down, here's Hunt. And some space here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Miami, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop down to 1-3.